All right, welcome back. May, we know, is Skin Cancer Awareness Month, and as many of us plan to spend more and more time outside, especially during the summer, we need to catch up on skin safety. So joining us now is Dr. Natalie Hone with the Skin People Dermatology in Bellaire. We're going to have a conversation about all this and help you get ready for your summer. Thank you for being here, doctor.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, so before we get to some of this stuff, let's talk about skin cancer because it is so common. Tell folks why. Why is it so common now?
So it's actually the most common type of cancer there is. It's just the numbers are so much higher than every other type of cancer that it's not usually in the typical statistics. But it is, think of it, it's our biggest organ in our body, right? And we're exposed to one of the biggest reasons why we get DNA damage, which is the sun. So we have a consistent exposure, and that's partly why the numbers are so high.
Would you say that the sun, too, in our neck of the woods is much stronger? Well, it feels like I get burned faster. If I'm out there for 10 minutes, I feel like it's just a hotter sun down here.
Yes, and it's also how, our weather time, how often we have sun compared to other cities. So yes, we definitely need more protection.
Okay, let's talk about some types of skin cancer because there are a few that you definitely want to look at and keep an eye out if you have something that maybe doesn't look right to you.
Yes, so there's like a big division. We divide it between non-melanoma skin cancer and melanoma. Non-melanoma skin cancer is squamous cell, basal cell, and some others more rare types. And then melanoma is a little bit more worrisome. It's like the dark type of spot that is a little more worrisome because it can spread to the body.
Yeah. Okay. And what are some of the, if I see a mole, if maybe it's got different edges, or what are some things that you should look out for that may be a red flag?
Yeah, so it depends on the type, but we look at a couple of things. We love the ABCDs of melanoma. So A, asymmetry, B, borders, if the borders are irregular, C, color, if it's more than one color, and D, diameter. So if it's more than 5 millimeters, the size of a pencil eraser, that's not great.
Okay.
But really any spot that's rapidly growing, bleeding, painful, it's a good idea to have it checked.
What if you had a mole removed or something removed and then it's starting to come back again?
Absolutely, also please have it checked.
Okay, get it checked. That's the biggest thing. It's just get it checked. If you don't know, what's the harm in checking, right?
Exactly.
Okay, let's talk about prevention. Prevention. There's so many ways that we can, be on the good side.
Absolutely. So there's so many options now in terms of types of skin protection with our sunscreen. So I brought a couple of options. There's a typical lotion, a cream. There is tinted stuff that we can use as, a primer almost under makeup. There are the sprays. Just never use it on face. You don't want to inhale it, but nice to use on the body. There's the sticks that I feel like the kids like a little bit better. And then there's some that are really nice because they're not greasy. So for people that have to apply it to the scalp, it's really nice. Sunscreens need to have 3 things. So SPF 30 or above. It needs to say broad spectrum, so covers for UVA and UVB, and that it's water resistant ideally because we sweat. But that is part of it. You apply it every 2 hours, but also there's amazing things where you can protect yourself. So I would say hats, wide brim hats like this here, shirts, UPF shirts. If you look at the shirts, it'll say what the UPF factor is. So if you want one that has UPF, this is a little sleeve. You can put sleeves when you're driving, long distance driving, some cuter hats at the edge over there because we can always have style with it. So
and especially when you're driving, you don't realize that one side that you're always, when I go home, I always get hot. I try to scooch over out of the sun, but it's getting there.
Exactly.
So you got to be ready. Can we talk about how much sunscreen do you need? So the kind that you squirt into your hand and glob on, it's actually a lot more than we probably think.
Correct. Yes. And that's why I do think that other things are important because it's even hard for me to do all of the amount that you're supposed to. But every 2 hours, you're actually supposed to be applying 5 ounces. That's the size of a shot glass.
Gosh.
That's your whole body.
Yeah. So when I tell my kids, come here, and I'm, globbing it on, that's a good thing.
Yes. Keep reapplying. If you sweat a lot, if you're outside activities, just remember about 2 hours.
Okay. And how often and what age should people start to get checked?
Yes.
Do you think?
So there's no amazing guidelines regarding what age cutoff, but we know if there's some family history, it's a good idea to get one around your 20s, a baseline one, and it really depends once we examine you how often you'll need it from them on. But if you have a lot of moles, if you have a spot you're kind of concerned about, if you're not sure about it, something's changing, it's always best to get an evaluation, a full skin exam, and then we can give you a good baseline.
Now, if you or other doctors find something early enough, what is that procedure pretty painless and kind of easy versus waiting for, it to get bigger maybe?
Yes, absolutely. That's what's key for dermatology. So early detection is really for us. This is our protection, this is our prevention, but early detection. A lot of cancer, specifically squamous cell and basal cell, if we catch them early, there's very simple ways to manage them. So depending on the subtype, right? But it can be managed easily. It can be done in the office while you're awake, and it's a simple, relatively quick procedure.
Yeah. Okay, so prevention and then early intervention. All right, Dr. Natalie, if folks are interested in getting in touch with you, where can they find you?
Yes, so we're the Skin People. We're in Bellaire, and you can follow us at the Skin People _ on Instagram.
Dr. Natalie Hone, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.